Good morning, YouTube world. Good morning for whoever is coming in. Good morning to all of the people that will watch on the replay. all of the one or two people that will watch on the replay, because we're so famous here at at Can't Stop Walking, but Love Mowing and Cruising. I just started. Good morning, Mike. How you doing, buddy? Just starting my day out. I mean, literally, the time that I start my live is actually when my 10 hours is up. And I looked at the clock and I'm like, I don't want to get up for the live. But I had to remember you have to get up at, when you're in Central, you have to get up an hour earlier, to keep the right time. It's crazy. When I schedule it, it'll actually change when I move into different time zones. And I just got to keep an eye on that. But right now, homie needs some coffee. So that's what I'm doing in the back right now. Making me up a good cup of java, which is okay. I just moving around in the dark, and just moving around in the dark is an easy thing. Let's see here. I need to get a new coffee machine because this one don't act right. But I'm so cheap, I try to get as much out of each machine as humanly possible. Like I actually have to brew it twice to get it to act right. Let's see. Let me see what you said while we're waiting. Yeah, exactly. Appreciate it. Since I'm on like a dedicated route, I have like certain, spots that I always go to, because they're my go-to spots where I know I can find parking. It just makes it a whole lot easier. But some of these places I have where I can go by, I can't remember the name right now, but it's literally not even a half a mile, like a quarter of a mile walk. I think it's called Steins or something like that. It's like a Home Depot, but it ain't a Home Depot. I love walking in there. I bought me a what's up, Chief? I just got your message. Just got up. I bought me a tomato plant and a habanero plant. Two little small guys. Trying to figure out how am I gonna think I got a bungee cord. I gotta figure this. Just gotta figure out how I'm gonna put these two guys in, and so they don't go flying all over the place. I'll be heartbroken. I'll be heartbroken. Wait a minute. Really? I get this. As soon as I get this coffee going, then we can get going. Oh boy. So how's everybody doing this morning? You know how we you know how we do. Charles is telling me that he got to his home base, the main place where the company is out of, because the poor man, the truck he was in, it was leaking oil like really bad. When an 18 wheel leaks oil, it really leaks oil like a gallon a day or some crap like that. Better than me, because I'm telling you, I'd have been freaking out. I see one drop, I'm like, oh, what the heck? Oh my god! But that's the difference between my 10 years, my 10/11 years of experience compared to his 30. I couldn't do it. My freaking head would explode. Oh, but just trying to figure out. Right now, I'm still waking up and waiting on my coffee. Come on, baby, brew, baby, brew. Daddy needs some Java. Daddy needs some Java. Oh, but one of the crazy things is that uh that video I did, and I was just doing it to be smart behind. I wasn't really thinking it was gonna get me so many views, but I did it short, because I was laughing at the Tesla truck that was on the flatbed. Everybody saying, "Oh, this is the future of our society," and blah blah blah. And the daggone Teslas, they can't even, they break down. Their auto drive doesn't work. It's destroying property and killing people. I mean, don't quote me on the killing people. I'm just trying to be dramatic. So I'll retract that. But the auto drive really doesn't work too well. I think a cop pulled one car over and the auto drive took off. The cop tried to pull the car over. So you're gonna tell me that you're gonna put that in an 18 wheeler? Sorry, I don't think so. I don't. I really don't think that's gonna happen. He said he put 4 gallons in yesterday. I know. I know. I know. I'd be tired too. They need to reimburse you for that crap. But who knows? Let's let's see here. You can see my dusty old truck. Hopefully, let's see my camera settings. Let's see here. Settings, camera. I'm gonna have this guy go facing back. That was my AC right there. But let's just go forward here. Done. Got to be easier way to do that. You know what I mean? It really does. It's really got to be. uh, Yeah, you're right. The future is automated, but it's going to be, maybe 1,000 years before vehicles get that automated. Automated. You know, um, and and then how are you gonna, how are you gonna have an automatic truck that actually has to come into different shippers, check in. How do you tell that truck which door to back into? You know what I'm saying? How did that truck drop the legs, on the trailer and unhook? How is that truck? Yeah, but how that truck gonna unhook? How's that truck gonna, that automated truck gonna pull into a charging station area? Something like that. How is that truck gonna do all that? These are all the things that they have to, keep into contact. You know, um, how is that going? There's a lot to that. Now they're definitely going to have those Tesla trucks over there in um, uh, California. 'Cause California is going, California's going, fully electric at one point, and I understand that. But How can you go fully electric when y'all can't keep the power grid up? You know, how you gonna do that? I understand that they want to, do all of these wonderfuls. Save the world, but you got to come up with a better plan. 108-726. Excuse me for 1 second. I am about to do. I'm finishing up my pre-trip. Let's see what we got here. Ah, hey. I'm driving a drive van. I'm pulling a drive van right now, and I promise you, that is because I've been pulling reefer vans for so long. It is a pain in the booty, but I guess you get used to it after a while. Okay, okay, and one more thing, and then we can get going here. Let's see here. EVR, EV. Uh, yeah. All right. Now it's time. It's time to act like a truck driver. All right. One of the things I wanted to One of the things I wanted to talk about this morning uh, is customer service. I think we've spoken that before, but I got my reasons for why I want to talk about it today. Specific reasons. Really? I forgot. Yeah, one of the things of the pre-trip is you check for oil leaks, and I know that you've had a whole bunch. So that proves to the world that you do pre-trips. One of these mornings, one of these mornings, I'm gonna start doing I'm gonna do a pre-trip, so you see all of this stuff. They technically, oh really? I just read what you said. I even started driving it. Really? Yo, this the hose, the hose to the glad hand. And you see, I'm sitting there laughing at you. The rubber grommet on my daggone glad hand, my trailer hose, acts like it doesn't want to hold air. So I'm hearing air shoot out all over the place. I hate this. Broke down behind. Oh, let me switch that out real quick. Yeah, let's see here. Thank God when I left thank God when I left the yard the last time I got a whole bunch of glad rubber grommets from the glad hand. You know, freaking piece of junk. No, actually, I was good. I didn't eat Taco Bell last night. I actually found some uh I think it was like Jiffy peanut butter that had no sugar in it. It tasted weird as heck, but it's actually better. And you know, I have a peanut butter addiction. It's actually better for me to have that freaking Jiffy peanut butter. So I had two peanut butter sandwiches for dinner last night. You know, it was a lot better. Now, like I said, I'm trying to keep an eye on my sugar intake. You know, which is anything that says carbs on it is is a no no. But we're we're getting moving. But the other thing is, I mentioned this place over here. I couldn't help myself. I bought two plants, and I also got some more grass seed that I don't freaking need. But I did buy some Bermuda because that's what I'm trying to change my front to. So if I can get any of that Bermuda to sprout up, to get to work, any of that stuff, I'm gonna be ridiculously happy. So I'm gonna dump as much down as possible, because right now is actually for lawn. Right, right now in the south, it's time to drop some seed. You know, I don't, I'm not saying it for the north, but right now it's time to drop some seed. I did it a little early because I got frustrated, and it actually came in. I'm blown away. But that's the seed that I dropped down there. You know, two of the kinds is actually northern seed, so they might die off. So I'm just trying to get something down because I'm tired of looking at the way it looks with all these lawnmowers, and I can only cut a little small patch. No, I'm not with that. I need something to green up. That's my addiction, but I like my addiction. I was talking to my wife about it last night, and you know how much I appreciate her. Because she has an addiction too. It's called buying clothes. But my addiction helps the house. Yeah, hers do too because she buys the business attire. That's okay. But I just wanted to bring up, and before I say this, Charles, I'm getting you one also, but right now I didn't have the money. You'll know in a second. Um, what I want to talk about today is customer service and how I'm so disappointed in our. I'm gonna say this, just be blunt. Our people. Usually you run into people that are part, African American, and they're running the business, but they they cop an attitude, they have an attitude, they don't treat you right, they don't keep you up to date, they don't tell you nothing that's going on, but you want to give them your business. And I told this story before. I don't say it, I don't want the drama, but I had booked a cruise to black some black content creators, uh, and see, because that's what they do, especially in cruising, to make that to make it more fun for them to cruise all the time. They become travel agents. But if you become a travel agent or in the customer service industry, you got to learn how to be customer service oriented. If you look at even Mexicans, I know they be saying it like you freaking gringo, or call you everything in the book, but they smile into your face. I'm gonna smile to your face too and take your money. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Blah blah blah. Apologize for the inconvenience. Yada yada yada. You know, and I'm gonna give you 100% because I'm in the business to do that. You know, this guy, you could tell he wasn't in the business. But his channel's got like 38, 40,000, subscribers, but he should be a whole lot bigger than that. And I know why, because the guy's he was a complete ass. He was a complete asshole, you know, a I'm trying to be polite, but a butthead, and he he was trying my wife's patience, because what happens is in Carnival, when you um when you do Carnival Cruise Line, they have a guaranteed pricing. If the price drops for the same room, they will either give you your money back or credit it to you on an onboard credit. And we did a group cruise, and the price dropped for our room. Well, I don't want to get online. I don't want to get online or get on the phone with Carnival because I'll be on there for hours. So effing what? That's your job. So freaking what? That's your freaking job. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And then when he said that, I was like, okay, I'm done. Because, I have a husband and wife team, which he's online here. That's Charles. Him and his wife cruise. We cruise together. We're actually going on a cruise next. We leave. We're driving down there next Friday. I love hanging out with my doing that. And then I said, hey, well, we're doing a group cruise. Let's see if you can tag along with us. Oh no, he can't be a part of it. He can't be a part of it. I'm like, after that, I was done. I said no, because no, my wife normally takes care of the cruising. I said to her, I apologize. I apologize over and over. I was surprised she didn't stick it to me, but she was like, no, because this was an inaugural cruise. We're not going to, we're not going to cancel because it's already packed or rebooked. And I was upset, and the part of me being upset, I was like, nah, screw this. I want to have dinner with my friends because I'm gonna be hanging with them anyways. Screw this group cruise. You got on my last nerve when you said, you can't hang with us. You think I'm gonna choose my this stupid group cruise? sorry behind non-partying people over my friends. You can kiss my behind, my behind, you know. And I said all that to say this, and and that has made me a bigoted person. My mom made up. I said, freaking black people. You try to, give them the business, and this is how they do you. I lost $300 in that. I should have got $300 back. And I'm sorry, and I apologize if that hurts anybody's feeling. I did not, and I did not, and don't like to deal with black folks when it comes to business, because that's how they treat. That's how I've been treated. And this ain't the first time, and probably definitely ain't gonna be the last. But the reason I'm saying that is I decided, you know, about 2 weeks back, I was gonna give another black YouTuber a chance. Not in cruising, but I had made a shirt, and I wanted a better one. And I emailed a fellow YouTuber, Unbiased LLC, and 'cause I remember Miss T with the T had said, she made her a shirt. And I remember watching the video. She's really happy with it. She said she was surprised how good it was, and the whole 9 yards. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna give this lady a chance. And I emailed her. She said, "What are you looking for?" I said, "I'm looking for a fresh new idea, so forth and so on. Can you come up with something?" And lo and behold, she did. And I freaking love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Um, and through the whole process, she kept up with me with the emails and the whole 9 yards. Very respectful. Very businesslike. You know, actually gave me a discount. For creating the thing. There's a specific charge for discount, because you know how we do when we deal with other black folks. I need to hook up. I didn't ask that. I said I want to give you my business, and she made the design. I said I freaking love it. Send me two, because that's all the money I had. And I said I'm gonna get some more when I get some money. And she sent them to me. I just got them yesterday, and they are perfect. And I say perfect because it's goofy. It says "Can't stop walking" at the top. And then it's got a little it's either, I'd say, high yellow Caucasian guy with this goofy look on his face pushing a lawnmower. And then it goes "Butt Love," and it's a picture of a cruise ship on a black shirt. And the little icon that can take you straight to your page is on the right arm. I get paid Thursday, Charles. When I get paid, I'm gonna get one for you, and I'm gonna send it. I don't know, it's probably not gonna make it here for the cruise, but you're gonna have one. So we go walking in the park, you be here for it. But it's so funny and cute, and exactly what I meant, needed, and I was so happy that I sent her an email, and I explained that I was tired of being treated like crap from every black business that I try to deal with. And you gave me hope that I could go back and give you the service, give you the business. I told them I'm going to order another one when I get paid Thursday. Cash app, because what you do is you cash app her, and send her email. I get, she's on my cash app now. Cash app her. I'm gonna get the shirt, and then I'm gonna get some more, because right now I'm really think I'm like I'm at 485. I would like to give. I'm gonna give some of these shirts away. Um, when I pass 500, maybe two or three. I'm not gonna go crazy, because I gotta remember I'm on a budget nowadays. I want to get some of this stuff. Some of my credit cards. Me and my wife were talking about. We want to get some of these credit cards paid down. And because I'm not getting paid for YouTube. This is just right now I'm just having fun with it. So I'm gonna save up, so it's probably gonna be, the way I'm growing, it's probably gonna be quicker than I can get the shirts. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a few. I'm gonna get some large, maybe two large, two medium, two extra large, or something like that. But and then after that, I'm gonna slowly order these, stack them up, and this is gonna be my merch, one of my merchandise. When I finally get to the point, because I like the way it was done, and I like that you showed me respect. I don't know why it's in my nature, but I'm very loyal when you treat me like I'm freaking a person or a human being. When you show that you're not, yeah, you can kiss the ground I walk on. No, who wants that? I don't. And I noticed someone else came in. I apologize. I'm driving. Um, you know, Please forgive me. I don't want to, crash, but I just want to say welcome, welcome in, welcome in. But it's fun. Like right now, when I get home, as soon as I get home, I gotta pack for the cruise, but I'm hook up my printer. My wife gave me one of her other printers, and I'm gonna put some stuff for my door, and I'm going to advertise my page on my cruise ship door. I wanted to, it's probably going to be something like, hey, we finally made it to the Carnival Mardi Gras after 2 years, was it 2 or 3 years? You know what I mean? Finally made it. We had to reschedule because of COVID. Um, we finally made it, and this is who we are. That's what I'm going to do. It's going to be something like that. But I was so happy that again I sent her an email thanking her for the good services she did and let her know I want more business. I want to give you more business because you actually are business like you actually are a business, and I'm very happy to say that I want to do more business. And my wife likes it. She don't really like she don't really like much. She just, goes along with it. But she's like, I like this. She's like, oh, we got to get some white shorts. And, well, we're not supposed to wear white yet, but we're going to need to get some white shorts or white pants to wear with this. And we need to wear this on this day. And I'm like, now I'm laughing because she likes it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, that's awesome because when you make her happy, you make me happy. So that's what I'm really good. I'm cool with. Uh, I'm not really out to make any money, because these guys are selling these shirts. Uh, they're like 30, whatever, $30, $40. But if I make $2 or $3 off of a shirt, but I would like to. I'm not trying to go to one of these automated things. I want to give this person the business because they it looks like a really good, it looks like really good. And she's like, the shirts are really big, so just got to figure that out. I got to figure that part out of it. I don't know. Let me see. What do you? I can't see what you said there, boss man, but I'm driving. But now one of the things is I could go through the house, but that's gonna put me about 100 miles out of the way. I could go to the house. I could make it today, but I don't. I don't know if I want to. Not that I do want to go home, but you know, I, I need to keep going because this is a good 1,500-mile run, so I gotta act like I need to work. You know what I mean? I gotta act like I need to work. But also yesterday, I got one of my videos. It was I think I brought it up. I got 10,000 views on a short. And one guy, I think he said on uh, on YouTube that you only get paid like 0.03 cents per view. So with that 10,000 views, I would have got $300. And you don't know what people are gonna watch. It's crazy. I get one video, they'll watch, they won't even look at that. I'm thinking, oh, this gonna go viral. No, this gonna go viral. And then a picture that I was like, well, I'm just gonna take a picture of this Tesla truck on a flatbed, and I'm gonna look at this on a flatbed and see how I didn't do it for the views. I just thought it was funny that the piece of junk was on a flatbed. You know, and it was something happened to it, broke down, ran out of juice or something, and I was just cracking jokes, and as usual, none of them were probably funny. I know I ain't funny. I know I ain't funny, but I was laughing, so it was funny to me. Oh man, that's funny. The other thing is, you guys know that the weather it's kind of muggy down here. I'm trying to. I didn't think I'd be saying this. Let me turn the AC on a little bit, so we get some air up in here. But you know, have you ever wondered? I don't know who's religious and who's not, and I used to be highly religious. Um, I calmed down a whole lot, but I haven't forgot about God. I haven't kicked God to the curb or anything like that. But at my age or our age or whatever age you are, when you wake up in the morning, you give thanks. It's like, wow, I'm I woke up. I'm very thankful. Driving one of these things, Charles will tell you, it's not a joke. People think, hey, anybody can drive a truck. Okay, okay. Good luck with that one. You know, anybody can drive a truck. This is one of the most dangerous behind jobs out there. You know, yeah, you see me doing. Hey, y'all helping me stay in the middle of the middle of the lane. Usually I'm all over the place this time in the morning. I'm just I'm just keeping it 100. Usually I'm all over the freaking place this time in the morning, and you wonder, you know, what's my purpose? What am I here for? And I always go back to. It's funny. Me and the missus, we're both complaining like, hey, we got to keep up on our credit cards, but we're going on a cruise. Then I have to take an extra week off because I'm scared if I go back out, I won't make it in time because I'm actually best man at the wedding. So we're going up to New York. We don't really have time to do anything because she wants to go into the city. I'm like, not this time, dear. Uh, then we turn around in July and we're flying out. We're flying out to Costa Rica, and we both were, complaining, not complaining about where we're going, but man, we need to get these credit cards down. And I told her, I said, yeah, you're right. We do need to get them down, but I wouldn't trade this drama for the world. And oh, good morning, Wanda. Good morning. I said I wouldn't trade this drama for the world. And my wife doesn't realize my company. I get certain amount of stocks that come due that I could sell. Um, I've got some more stock at the end of May that's coming due. I'm gonna sell those stock, and I'm just gonna get. I'm gonna add that to the till so we can be a little less owing, as as you just make say, a little less owing on certain things. But again, I've always, I've said that many times. I prayed for this type of drama. Oh man, we're going here. We gotta get this going. We're going here. We gotta get this going. We're going here. We gotta get this going. And now I gotta come up with a payment plan for two more cruises. That are coming up next year. One of them, is my oldest sister's going. She's gonna room with my wife, and I'm taking my son because they're two people that never been on a cruise, and I can't wait. I'm gonna be cracking up. That's probably the less I'm gonna ever eat on a cruise because I'm gonna be watching my son devour all this food, and just hanging out, father son. You know, it's gonna be fun. I already know it. My sister's all excited. She already paid off her part of it. It just cracked me up. And now Norma's like, well, we gotta have to pay. I said, with what money? With what money? And we both sitting there laughing. So just like Wanda's budget, we got a budget, the payment plan to get that paid off. I usually figure out something. I got a whole year to pay that one off. Charles will tell you we both of us be waiting the last minute to pay something. But it makes it fun because you're doing something that you really enjoy. You're doing something that you feel really find happiness in. Um, and Armstrong thinks he just really thinks believe I hate kids. I don't hate kids. I hate the fact that their parents didn't bring them up right. 'Cause, on these cruises, kids be acting the fool. Sorry, Wanda, I can't read what you're saying. I'll look back at it later. But these kids act like the complete fools on these cruise ships, and it said, well, you need to go into the adults only. Yeah, you go in adults only, and the parents will bring their kids back there. But I shouldn't have to go in adults only. You should be able to train your kids like they got some daggone sense. But Charles will tell you, I don't say nothing. I'll say something to him, and we'll be laughing. But then we go about our business, you know. Because guess what? I ain't trying to get kicked off this boat for raising Cain or whatever, or you get into an argument or something. That's 500, and they finding people now. And why are they finding people? Because people are getting into fights and all kind of stuff on Carnival Cruise Ships. I heard that one of those major fights, I think it's out of New York, was a upside down pineapple incident that went wrong, went bad. I don't know if you guys know that when you see someone with an upside down pineapple, they're saying, "Hey, we're swingers and we're looking for people to join us." I never, I've always seen it on, cruise vlogs or whatever, or on people's doors, but I've never actually seen it, and I've never noticed it on a boat. Last time I brought it up, because Charles and Cynthia was laughing because they thought I was looking, to be something. I don't know, dirty minds, but I wasn't. I was just wondering, and especially nowadays, that's freaking disgusting. It's just my opinion. But we had one on the celebration. There was two bloggers that they on their YouTube shirt. They had a pink upside down pineapple, and I'm going. Thank God that 99.9% of these people on board don't know what that means. Literally, thank God, because they have other means. Someone said on YouTube, if you see the different color scrunchie, like you see some of these cars that got the little antenna on the back of the hatchback or the back of the car. Well, they put different color scrunchies that you put in the hair that means something in the swinger community. We could talk about this because early morning ain't nobody up listening. I'm just saying, and I could do that. I couldn't even do that when I was single. I couldn't do that when I was by myself or whatever. I'm a one person. I'm not sharing my wife with nobody. I'm not doing that. No, I couldn't do that. We'd be done. Probably because I don't know. Let me stop. I'm trying to be funny, but I'm not, and I know she don't want to share nobody with me, and I'm good with that. I'm actually happy. My wife thinks I'm super stud muffin, but Charles has said something to me that it just rang true. She thinks every other woman sees me like she sees me, and we all know that ain't true. But I can understand that because God gave me exactly what I needed. I needed somebody that looks at me a certain way and feels for me a certain way, which makes me so freaking happy. That's what makes me go. You know what? I really was at Walmart yesterday. I really wanted that big gallon, that no, the half a gallon of cookies and cream ice cream, and that bucket of whipped cream and chocolate, whatever. But the way my wife looks at me, I need to stop being a fat behind and trim up a little bit, so I can get her to look at me even more. My wife has a friend who's a little on the frumpy side, and she wonders why her husband acts the way he do. I guess I bet you if she started dressing better and lost that weight, he'd be jealous as all get out. He wouldn't take his eyes off it. And I joke about the part of saying I can't stop walking because if I do, my wife's gonna kill me. Yeah, but a lot of that is, I asked for this. I said, Lord, give me somebody that's gonna love me for me. And He said, okay, I'm gonna give you somebody that loves you for you and thinks you super stud muffin. And we all know you ain't, but she thinks you are, and that's all that matters. And you're right, that's all that matters because I think she is the most beautiful person in the world, and that's just my opinion, you know. And she does that. She does it in public. Don't you think he's handsome? And I'm like, "Hey, babe, stop that. You know, as long as you do, we good. You know what I mean? Don't you think he's handsome? And she's telling me yes. I was like, I want to relax on this one. She was like, no, we're gonna be dressing up, so make sure, we're gonna be dressing to impress. I was like, oh brother, I'm just laughing and giggling. I said, well, again, whatever makes you happy, I'm with it. I'm okay with it. The same. I'm going to give that same energy, that same energy. Yes, dear. But and again, I go back to being this staying humble. You know, one cruise a year, or I think at least try to get two cruises in a year or something, or one cruise and then one fly away type thing. One of the places I want to go is it's either Italy or Greece, and we got to figure out which one. I think that's going to be a fun thing to do and a fun adventure and stuff like that. But it's just gonna instead of throwing on a credit card, I tell them, look, let's open up a savings account and start budgeting for this. It may be not 20, either 25 or 26. Somewhere out there, a little further out, that we can get all this in and enjoy ourselves. You know what I mean? I wanted to go to the Maldives, the Maldives or whatever the place is, but you 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 got to come to go there. You got to come into a little bit of an inheritance that you have no problem blowing, because like some of those places are like $5,000 a night, and then you fly in, and then you fly into an airport. Then from that airport, you take another smaller water taxi plane to the property, and you're paying to sleep over the water and all that other stuff. You're paying 5 grand a night. That's a car. That's a car note. That's a car payment. That's a lot of daggone money. But I mean, it's also a once in a lifetime thing. I'm thinking maybe we would stay at a regular smuggler hotel. I don't know, but it's still 5,000 for one night. I don't know about that. But the places they're out there, and yeah, I know there's the same thing in Mexico and in other in Jamaica. The over the water type deal. But I would like to go to the Maldives. You know, I said I would like to. I'm not saying I'm going to. I would like to. And yeah, Wanda, you're right. About the budget. I don't know if you're saying that, but knowing you probably did. You know, I could start a cash envelope. I actually I bought a safe last night. I bought a safe that I'm bringing home. 'Cause my wife had mentioned we need a safe. This is our starter safe. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get a gun safe for the room. Um, Actually, a rifle. The one of the long ones. It's gonna be fireproof. But this one was actually on sale. It's like one of those safes that you see in the hotels and on the cruise ships. Look, that square safe. Well, it was on sale for $20. I was like, what the heck? You know. But I bought one of them, and I'm gonna mount it somewhere. I'm not gonna tell y'all where. I don't want to need nobody to know. Breaking in my house, I ain't got crap. But I'm gonna mount that when I get home. It's a digital one with the emergency key, so either way, you can still get in there. Uh, I just be going to these places. Okay, what unnecessary crap that I can look for in here and buy and put on the truck and bring home. I mean, that's literally what I'm doing. I'm like, what unnecessary stuff can I come in and buy and when I should be taking that money and putting it aside and having a savings? But so far, I do. I just checked my 401k. It's up there. I'm at 9% of them taking stuff out of my check for just for that. Um, Man, this driver's like right on my freaking behind. Really, dude? Really? But oh well. I can't go no faster. We'll just say it like that. We can't go any faster. But we are so I'm saying me, I said we, hey guys, if you don't mind, hit the like button, like, share, and comment. I appreciate it. But I say we because y'all join me every morning. I'm slowly getting my watch out. I'm slowly moving towards the mark. And it's funny because again, me doing this, you guys are helping me out for watching, but you're also helping me to get back on track. I literally woke up, got dressed, took care of my things, and I got on the road. That's the first time in a minute that I actually did 10 hours and back on the road and back to work. I'm like, wow, this is. I'm like, I started laughing. I said, this is crazy. Doing these YouTube lives, it's actually putting me back on track doing my job. Isn't that silly? That's a and again, that's a good thing. Um, we don't realize what uh, God has in store for us, what God has planned for us. But I do know this: life is short. Enjoy yourself while you can. Find those things that you love to do, and do 'em. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared to death, but I started thinking about, I want to jump out of an airplane. I want to do that tandem parachuting. I want to do that, but you gotta be a certain weight. I don't, and I want to lose. I want to get to that weight, and then I want to lose a few more pounds so we could have like a little leeway in the tonnage. Hold on a second. I don't know why. Every morning I got phlegm in my throat. You know. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Blue Chicken? Hello from Australia. That is so awesome to say. I was thinking about it, boy. I said, "There's no way in God's creation she's gonna let she's we gonna let us come over there." She said, "Everything kills you over there." I was like, "Golly, every freaking thing kills you over in Australia." They got spiders, big as rats. I mean, this like everything. I was watching on YouTube these gold miners that go out. They go out way out in the outback looking for gold and stuff like that. And the the poor guy comes back. Somebody broke into his van. I mean, he's out in the middle of freaking nowhere. They steal his battery, his car battery, take all this stuff. You're a effed up kind of individual to do that to somebody. You know they're around somewhere, and you steal their stuff, and then they come back. Now they stuck back in the freaking desert. You just sentenced somebody to death. I didn't finish watching. I was like, oh, that's messed up. But I think it was Armstrong went. He did like a 23-day. So it's something like that. It was a big cruise. You really got to love cruising. Normal won't, but she won't go over 7 days. I think it's because with her job situation she went through, she don't want to be away from work too long, and she gets real nervous. And I understand. And I told her, you're kind of punchy from all the stuff that you went through with these jobs, you know, during COVID, right? During COVID and that stuff. And I understand as her husband. A lot of times, men were clueless, but I spot certain things right off the bat that keeps me out of trouble, and to let her know, hey, you are, she don't want to be on no boat. She loves cruising, but she don't want to be on a boat more than 7 days. I could do it. Only thing I had to worry about is washing some clothes. And these new cruise ships don't even have washing machines. The older ones do, and that's the crazy part. But it's understandable. It really is. You gotta be able to. You gotta know your limits. You gotta know your plans and stuff like that. And that's all a person can ever ask. You just gotta recognize that and don't start a fight with it. You know, I'm in the process of figuring out what my toast for the best man. My best friend's getting married. He's never been married before. You know, we're the same age. You know, 55 freaking years old, and I'm so freaking happy for him. You know, You just don't know. I'll just say it like that. I'm very happy for him. It's probably going to be really emotional. It's probably going to be a real emotional speech, but I have to I have to push through. I have to push through. I'm gonna see a whole lot of knowing him. I'm gonna see a whole lot of people that I grew up with. At this, we're just gonna be there for. We were flying in Friday, the wedding's Saturday, and then we're flying back out Sunday. And that we we're gonna be taking care of that and just really enjoying it. So one thing I'm gonna get when I'm up there, I don't know if you guys could. The only place you can get it is in um, in New York. It's a breakfast sausage. Not like what you think. Those say sausage. You can cut them up in patties, but these are really big, thick, like a rope link of sage sausage, and they are freaking delicious. Like the pack of sausages is like $5. I'm gonna try to get 4 or 5 packs, wrap them up, and I'm taking them back on the plane with me. You can believe that. You can believe that. And then we're going to an old Chinese food place that I grew up with, Mei Ling's. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna have me some diner food, some New York diner food. I'm hoping it'll be a decent one. The few times went back to New York and had nasty diner food. I'm gonna go check that out. Uh, Even though we're talking low carb, I know that last week I'm gonna be fasting so I can get up there and get me some real New York type pizza. From I know that is Italian. I'm gonna get one. You know, up not up the road, but there's 2 spots in Amityville that I'm going to. One that's there's one pizza place up the road from my old high school. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go over to there's another one on the other side of town. I'm gonna check that one out. I'm gonna enjoy feeding my freaking face. And I see somebody else just came in. Good morning, welcome in, welcome in. Um, yeah, I would say, we always look for when people say love language. One of my wife's love languages is walking. One of mine is food. That's what gets me into trouble. And people always think that I'm talking down to myself, and I'm really not. If you knew me in my past, you'd be like, yeah, no, he's not. But I talk to myself in a certain way because I'm a hard-headed individual. God knows I'm hard-headed. So when you hear yourself, I say stuff like, "Hey, stupid, don't forget," or "Hey, don't be a fat ass, leave that alone." And that's the only way that I listen. I even got to trick myself because I have push-up bars. I'm gonna start doing some push-ups, but since I haven't did push-ups in years, I guess when I start out, it'll probably be 2 push-ups, and I'll be straining, and then I'll do another 2 push-ups the next day, and probably after a week, I could do more than 2 push-ups. And what do you mean by that? Once I get to the point of 25 push-ups, and I'll just tell myself, nah, that's it. Nah, that's it. But when I get down there and I start in doing them, like, okay, do 30 or do 40 or do 50. You can do it. And I know if I just say I'm going to do 25, that's it. And then I'll stop. I just have to keep going and keep going and keep going. And what do you mean by that? When I kind of adapt to watching other people, I think, you know what, I can do that. You know what, I can do that. When I see people cooking, I say, I can do that. Or if I see somebody planting, I'm going to put a little water in my new tomato plant and my habanero plant. uh, you know, I say these things to myself because I'm telling you, I promise you, 9 years ago, it was I yeah, that's when I was talking down to myself. That's when I was treating myself like you're a piece of shit and nobody's gonna love you, blah blah blah. Nah, nah, that that's different. It's different. I think I was clinically depressed. I don't know. I could have been. I'm pretty sure I was. I mean, and you got a good friend when your friend was like, when you recognize it took me a while. I was really a drag to be around. You know, probably still am, but nobody wants to hurt my feelings. But that brings up another point. It's amazing what God can do in your life to bring you back around. He'll put people in your life that will encourage you. He'll put people in your life that won't judge you, but they'll they'll figure out a way to tell you what you need to hear. Because a lot of people, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, and all they do is be hurtful about it. And all they do is be hurtful. You can keep it 100, but find a nicer way to give advice. To find a nicer way to tell somebody, hey, I wouldn't do that. It's gonna impact you this way. Why is it gonna impact you this? Because I did that, and this one, oh, it's gonna be different. How is it gonna be different? How is it gonna be different? You have a friend that's look. You have a friend that's saying, look, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that because it's gonna get you in trouble. I wouldn't do that because it's gonna hurt you in these specific ways. I wouldn't do that because it's going to cause you more pain. You ever have those, you have those people that, the men and or woman, they go back to that one that they know is hurting them. They go back to that one they know is taking advantage of them. Instead of getting upset and say, look, I just pray one day you'll have the strength to not go back again because that person is hurting you beyond measure. And I know that all the only reason you're going back is because you believe that no one in the world is gonna love you. Why I say that? Years ago, that's how I felt. I took all that crap from my first wife because for some reason I believed nobody cared about me. No one. And this is my lot in life. And if I got um, any attention, good, bad, or ugly, it was better than no attention. And I finally broke free of that. I finally broke free of that, and I've never been more happier in my life. I'll never turn back. Oh, everybody says don't say never, but I'll never go back that route because my each day my self esteem becomes stronger and stronger to the point of I'm happy with myself. I actually love myself. You know, when can you can say that you actually love yourself. And I remember the guy that's getting married, my best friend, we're alike. And I remember he had said that, I just need someone to turn my life around. I said, no, bro. I said, don't think like that. It's just because it's no woman is going to turn your life around or No woman's gonna make you as happy as once you become happy with yourself, or once you start working on yourself, and you then after that you could find someone. That person can complete you. That person can do this. That person can do that. I always say that I'm not squat without my wife. That's just a humble way to say, hey, I appreciate her. I can live without her. I can live by myself. I've done it before. I just don't want to. I just don't need to. Thank God. But I can. I wouldn't be happy, but I can. You know, that's the thing. We can, but we choose the ones we want. We love the ones we want. I wish I could see what the heck you said. If I want to see what some of y'all are saying, but if I take it off that mount, boy, this truck's gonna go all over. You be like, "Eh," in and out, in and out, in and out. That helps me to keep going and keep going forward, keep going straight, keep it's like oh. But you can, and we always you see in the you see in these TikToks and all this stuff that you got the people, I don't need a man and I don't need a woman and I don't need a man and a woman, and I need the person I'm married to, and I want the person I'm married to, and I'm happy that I feel that way. I'm very happy that I feel that way. Actually, it makes me even stronger each day. I always find something nice. If I see a TikTok video that say something nice, like, I wish I would have found you, like let's yesterday I sent her, I wish I'd have found you earlier in life and I would have loved you longer. And I meant that because, sometimes you say, wow, I wish I'd have had that idea. I'd have did that. You know, um, it makes you stay humble and appreciate. You don't realize how far just the simple words of, hey, I don't know if I said it before, but I appreciate you. I don't know if I said it before, but I'm happy that you're in my life. I don't know if I said it before that you're a blessing to me. You know that positive things that you brought to my life. It allowed me to grow a pair of gonads, to move up in the world, to pay bills like normal people. I didn't realize that if you actually pay your bills on time, you actually will get better credit. Did you know that? I was like, nah, F you, y'all gonna have to catch me. I ain't paying it. I ain't paying it. And I remember when we met, and I said, what are you doing? Well, she's like, I write all my bills out in this note in the notebook, and I just cross them out when the due dates, pay it. And it's so funny that my ignorant behind, I said, you know what? I need to try that out. And I started doing it. Next thing you know, my credit started getting better and better and better and better. I was like, wait a minute. Nobody explained it to me like that. Nobody told me. I know that sounds stupid, and I'll take the L on that one. But I was blown away. Really? If you pay your bills on time and you pay off the stuff people you owe, you'll actually have good credit, and you need credit to do anything and everything. Wow, unbelievable. But here I am, And you have these women like, I don't want to work in progress. I don't want a child. He got to have all this, and you got to do this. I remember I used to that online dating. I'm talking about this. This y'all can get a good laugh out of this. Online dating. These women used to put out like a book long list of everything that the man's supposed to. I need a man that can carry his own. I need a man that makes 100,000, starting at 100K. And this was 9 years ago, so it's worse now. I need a man 100K. I need a man that does this, and I need a man that has six pack abs. They want a six pack. Now I don't have a six pack. I got a keg, but they want a man with a six pack. And I remember, just going down the list, and got to have a degree, and got have his own car, own home, all this stuff. And I was like, well, and I used to, I just swipe past that. And then I just started looking, and these are the people, especially when he said six pack ass, and I would look, and they would just have a picture of a fat round face, just a fat round face. And then it just dawned on me. The woman is you demanding all of this, but you are fat behind. And I was and I was saying that because I was a plus 300 at the time when I was there. You're just as big as me, but you want someone with a six pack. And I remember I I know I told this story before, but I'll say it again. I remember I used to, because again, right now you guys doing me a favor, and I appreciate you. I thank you waking me up and giving me some. I just needed something to occupy my mind, for a few hours while I drove. So I would sit there and intentionally start fights online when I was dating. And I mean, we did be going back and forth. Oh, you want a six pack, but you're a cow. And I mean, I know it's mean, but I wanted to humble some of these people. You're fat like me, but you want some. Well, he's got to like big beautiful woman. No, no, you're not a big beautiful woman. You're a big fat behind. And oh man, I would just go. We would go back and forth. I'm sitting there laughing because I knew this wasn't going nowhere. But I was like, look, you're being mean, and you're not giving no one else a chance that might be a work in progress. That might be someone that actually could get to that point of what you want if you just gave them a chance. You're being mean, and you're having all of these standards that you don't even understand. You don't understand that I would, at one point in my life, I would have been that $100,000 person. I was going to culinary college to become a chef, but I had to leave college because I defended my mother. My father beat the living crap out of her, and I finally had enough. And I whooped his freaking behind. I finally snapped and had enough. And then like in like a couple of weeks later, I had to go to him and apologize. I remember that, and that tore me up because he wouldn't leave my mother alone until I apologized. But I would have been. I'm not saying I would have been, one of these Food Network guys, but I would have been something. I would have been somebody. But I know, even though my parents are gone now, I did the right thing. I stepped in because I had enough. I didn't want her to get hit again. I didn't want her to get hurt again. You know, and that was right around the time I was going to Johnson Oils Culinary College. That was literally right around the time when Emerald Lagasse had went to culinary college. guess where he went to? He went to the same culinary. It was a culinary college when I went there. Now it's a university. It's Johnson and Wales up there in Providence, Rhode Island. See, you guys don't know what pain other people are holding out. That's one of the things that I'm holding. I mean, I'm using my morning lives as a confessional. Get that off my back and let it go and let it off to the world. But so you know that somebody went through something. But what I say, yeah, I have been a work in progress. I was a work in progress, and I'm on my second marriage. But this marriage is very sacred. It's very important to me. I have a wedding band. You know, a lot of people they take their wedding ring off. I don't. I don't ever take my wedding band off because that's how important the marriage that I am today. Because guess what? I was a work in progress when she met me. She seen something in me that at that point I didn't see in myself, and slowly I became, you know, that man that she wants. Yeah, I don't make $100,000, but I make enough. You know what I mean? I make enough. You know, and that's all is needed. That's what I think all is needed. But everybody, well, you got to do this, you got to have that, you got to have this and that, and then that marriage don't last long. I remember my best friend. He at one point had mentioned, well, I'm gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna do this with this person that he's about to marry right now. And I went the heck off. I said, you SO, how don't be so freaking stupid. If you don't see what God has got, what God has put in front of you at this point in your life, brother. I don't know if he remembers me say that because I never raised my voice to him ever. I don't know what to tell you, and I was just that upset. So that's why it's important that he sat back and he really looked and said, you know what, this woman is for me. This woman is the one that I need, and this woman needs me. It's good to be. It's good to be. Yeah, it's good to be wanted, but I'd rather be needed. I'd rather be. And what do you mean by needed? It's not like you think. It's the simple stuff. The stuff I do around the house. Just say, hey, thanks, good job, babe. Just say good job. That's you letting me know I'm needed. Say, hey, good looking out. You're letting me know I'm needed. A man just wants to be needed for something. Hey, babe, the light bulb in the living room isn't working. Dun dun dun. Oh, got it. Don't worry about it. Run to the you run to you went to the cabinet and you look for the light bulbs. And then you go outside, okay, which slider do I need to do? Do I need the big one, the medium, or I need the expandable one? Okay, should I check the circuit breaker? Should I check? You're doing all this, and it's just changing the light bulb to you women. Well, do I need it, baby? Yeah. Oh, when you're done with that, uh, can you check this out for me? You need me to do something else? Oh my God, yes, dear. Dun dun dun. It's the simple things, and you don't realize that a lot of men ain't like me. But when you do that and you say, "Wow, thank you, babe," and you get a kiss on the cheek or whatever, I'm like, "Yo, that's it. That's what I'm here for." You know. And it's so funny. I go back to the I was getting in all these arguments on online dating because I was having fun, and I got tired of it. And I literally, that's when it just came back to my memory. It literally, I had got tired of arguing with these women because I ain't had nothing better to do online, and I was about to delete my I was about to delete my post. And I deleted everything except for I like to go walking. And that's when right now responded. She said, I'd like to go walking too. Would you like to go walking sometime? Literally minutes after I was about to delete it and I seen the text. And I was like, okay, when you like to do it. and, 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 and that's where that's where I'm at today. That's what happened. And you guys don't realize that God puts situations in your life. It could be the darkest hour to you, and everybody else doesn't see how much darkness that you're walking through. It's so dark. You ever been somewhere so dark that you're feeling around and you can't feel nothing, but you're still moving forward? It could be that dark. God will put you in such darkness to the point where you can't see a dang thing and you don't know where to go, but you're so used to fighting. You're so used to not giving up. You're so used to moving forward that when you're standing in the light of day and you're happy, it's like, wait a minute, I'm not in the darkness no more. When did that happen? And you just think about, wait a minute, is this what God had planned for me all along? I've said all the time. He said, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow." I hate that. Like, I wouldn't have ran, but I always tell it that you know I was crawling through the valley of the shadow of death. Yeah, I will fear no evil. I was afraid as a motherfucker. I was terrified, but I made it through. And if my behind can make it through, you can make it through. You can make it through. Like Oprah Winfrey, you get a prize. You get a prize. You get it. You can make it through. You can make it through. You can make it through. And I say not on my own with a fruition or what. I'm using big words. I don't even know the definition, but you know what I mean. You can make it through. And if you're a people pleaser like I am, learn to please yourself first before you start pleasing everybody else. Learn to make yourself happy first before you start making other people happy. And look at the results. Look at the finished product. Somewhere in the Bible, I forgot where it is that it says a master will break down his creation to nothing and then remold it over and over again until it becomes what he wants it to be. And a lot of times that's what happens to us. A lot of times you're going through something. Like right now, I'm driving in the dark. You see, I'm driving in the dark. But guess what? After a while, the sun's going to come back up. The sun's going to be up. You're going to have your dark times. You're going to have those times. Don't give up. Keep moving forward. You can do this. And I like to, I like to, I don't care. My life's an open book. But I'm really, really happy right now. I'm really, really appreciative of my situation. And none of y'all, other than Charles, know me from a hill of beans. I could be lying out my behind. But I hope you believe me when I say that you can do it. Because if I can do it, if I can make it through, any of y'all can make it through. You know what I'm saying? Miss V, you've been. I think that's Miss V. I can barely see it. You've been through something. They took from you. That's why, I'm like, I'm cheering you on. They took from you, but you're gonna get that back. You're gonna get that back plus something, and you learn. Okay, you're like me. Okay, I see how y'all playing this. I can play this game. I can get in on the game, as long as I know the parameters. I can deal with that. As long as you know the parameters, you can keep moving forward. That's. I think I'm gonna have that put on a shirt. I'm gonna keep moving forward. You know, you can't. It's like it's even with mowing the lawn. To get that lawn to grow thicker and to grow better, it's got to be cut now. Isn't that crazy? It's got to be cut now. Bermuda grass has got to be scalped. Scalp means bring it down to dang near the roots of the dirt. I'm scared because that's what I did in my Bermuda this year. This is the first time I've had Bermuda, but it's going to grow back thicker and stronger because the sun will come down and give that energy and whatever to the grass. And what am I saying? A lot of times we got to be cut down for us to come back even stronger and better than ever. Think about it. You know, think about it. Y'all pray for me. I'll pray for you. You know, I got peanut butter. I got low sugar peanut butter, so I should be good. Wait a minute. I think I'm on that road. Yeah, I'm on that road. I should be doing 55. So let me go slow down like I got some sense. You know what I mean? I kind of went over today because in the beginning I started started with my coffee. Should have started talking, but always know that you're loved. If you don't think nobody loves you, God loves you, and I love you too. And I appreciate it, each and every one of y'all that came in today. I appreciate those that are on the remix. And you guys stay blessed and be blessed. Have a good day. And I will catch y'all out tomorrow. Later.